Hello, hello. Hopefully your day was good. And welcome. Today I think I saw this game on the Steam page. It's called Before We Leave. And it is something that I played a long time ago. I played it back when I had an Epic, when I was on the Epic's launcher for those forced games that were on there. So I saw it on the Steam page. It was on sale. And I decided to pick it back up. I remember not being very good at logistics management games back in the day. But after a couple more years of getting older and hopefully a little wiser, I think I've picked up enough things to hopefully be able to readdress this game genre in a good way. So I figured, why not? See what we can do about it, and I'll bring you along. See if I can explain some things, see if I can hopefully get through the game and explain my thought process of why I'm doing stuff. So hopefully you enjoy, hopefully you learn something and have some fun. So I'm going to get into it. We'll probably just start with a new game. I'm going to leave everything just kind of as it is, just for the first playthrough. So we'll leave that, see what we can get. We'll start with 5 planets. Not a problem. Looks like we get a random seed. Go default, and let's get into it, shall we? In bygone times, humanity descended into bunkers to escape a galactic disaster. Only centuries later, when the cause of the calamity was forgotten, did humanity emerge. Having lost all but remnants of their past history and knowledge, they begin once again on a planet born anew. Let's see what we got here. Okay. So, if I remember correctly, you start on an island, and then we get boats, and then we can sail around the island to go find, or I guess the planet to go find stuff. So I guess this is our starting plot. How do I rotate? Oh, here we go. QE to rotate. Zoom in with the scroll wheel. Hold right click to drag. Left click selects. Okay, cool. Q and E. Am I holding down the scroll wheel on the mouse? Oh, that works too. Middle mouse. Perfect. I'll probably use that better. All right, let's see. These are our starting people. Who this? Slip, Mona, and Roger. Hey, first off, to get started, and rename the planet. And as is tradition, since Animal Crossing New Horizon, this is Planet Clout, right? We got to keep the Clout series alive. So Planet Clout, and the first we'll call Clout Island, the original start of all of our adventures. We start here. Peeps. They're called peeps. Okay. Let's see. So we have a little pause. Let's see what we have here. We got a couple menu options. Weather. Okay. What is? Building types. Pollution. Okay, so we have some overlays. Happiness. Housing. Occupancy. Storage. A resource flow, and then storage. So we can kind of see how things go. Gotcha. This is overlays off. Gotcha. R for roads, I'm imagining. Build roads. Demolition. Menu. Got you. All right. What else we got here? A hut. Some foods. Natural resource harvesting. And tech, which we need some things. Okay. Our main resources are wood, tools, and stone for now. Easy enough. We're going to have to deal with happiness. Food, drink, and resource. So we got 60 of everything on standby. Not bad. Resources on the island. Okay. Production resources. Power. Trunks. Okay. Just getting an idea. You can relax. This island feels just like home. The highland here contains deposits of underground iron if you can get to it. Okay. What else we got? What is this? Green research. Okay, so we're going to have to make... Let's see. Let's scope around and see what we got going here. We've got technology. I'm imagining this is probably our science, like our green science, to do research. Boulders, demolishing them gives us 3 stone. 3 stone. An ancient stasis box containing some preserved objects. There's 8. What is that? Wood? Yeah. A boat that we have to fix. Transmog turns wood into tools. Okay. What is this? Ruined generator. We need to research repair. Okay. Let's see. Rusting Hulk. Ancient rust. Okay, so here's our iron. Can be mined into iron. What's over? What is an ancient? What is this? An ancient ruin. Explore at your own risk. Ooh, how in deep can? Oh, you can get kind of deep in here. Okay, so explore that at our own risk. What else we got here? More ancient caskets. Some more boulders. It looks like just a basic starting island. So, if I remember correct, there's a point you get where we need an elevated, like a ramp, so we can get up and down here. I think it's a ramp or an elevator, one of the two. Either way. Okay, so that's the basic lay of the land. Seems like a pretty simple island. Nothing super crazy. So, let's see what we need to get started with. I think the first thing we need to do is build a house. Source food and drink for them. Okay, where do we want to live? Where do we want to put all our people? Do I need to build? Ooh, actually, do I need to build it off of a road? I do need to build it off of a road. So, in that case, let's put, let's see, this creates pollution. Where do I want my peeps away from pollution. So I think our road, let's go up here preemptively, just in the event that we need to cut up through this little canyon. And for right now, I think we'll leave the peeps over here because I believe I'm going to need, yeah, we'll just set for here and then we'll move them if we need to. And how much does one household? Peeps that don't have a job yet or can't get enough to eat and drink will wait here. Fair enough. So we take 2 wood, build those. And that can house 2 people? Yeah, okay. So each house holds 2. So we'll need 1 more house. We'll face it in this direction. Create a nice little community. And then we have our peeps have a home. So after food always comes, or after shelter should always come food. Grows potatoes. Oh, it's just, okay, just a potato field. Not a problem. A well supplies water. What are these? Oh, okay, so we get penalties from putting things. This building can be affected by changing weather conditions. This building can be built without accommodation. Okay. Woodcutter chops down trees to produce wood. Less affected by movement penalties. Okay. And then research. Explorer's hut. All right, perfect. Okay, so for the time being, in the meantime and in between time, we have 6 peeps. Each house holds 3 people, not 2. So then let's get a field going. I kind of want to put it here, huh? Let's see. What does it benefit next to? Being by other fields, being by houses, being by a well. So let's build a well. Actually, we'll do food. Let's throw that down right. I don't know. Here looks good. Throw down some food for everybody. Or that's actually, yeah, some food. Let's throw down a well right here. Sure, why not? And then let's build a road. We'll change our roadlet to go here. And from there, let's get some forestry down. Does it have any penalties? Nope. Just put it right. Let's put it right here. Because then hopefully that'll allow us to pass through this area. Do I need to put a worker in here? Elizabeth is working at the potato field. Okay, fair enough. So we're out of stone. But there is no supply or demand for stone, so that's good. So how many people are employed and how many aren't? Where do we see this? Idle. We have 3 people unemployed. Wait, do I just have to click on those? There's another stasis box. Oh. All right, well, let's go find the... Is that a cow? That is a cow. Another box. I don't remember the first one doing that. I guess I must have missed it. All right, if there's any more, I'm sure I will find them at some point or another. Just maybe not right. Yeah, it must be open. Fair enough. Let's see. We have 5 idle workers because they're sleeping. Yeah, okay. A lot of people are sleeping. Sleepy beauties, huh? So from here, let's go with... since I have the stone for it, I kind of want to build this library. And even before that, I want to build a road. And that road, I want to cut right here because I want to put the library on the corner and the explorer's hut right next to... Yeah, we'll throw it down and then we'll move it if need be. Have that face the road. Grab ourselves a library, which does all of our research. And we will leave that and let our peeps get to working. Need 3 tools. It's not beside the road. Ooh, so if we take a road tile and just throw it right there, we good to go now? Yes, now I can use it to get back some tools in the event that we need them, which I don't think we do. We should be okay for right now. All right. Get the establishment settled up a little bit more. We have 2 workers. We have some research. Hey, because they're grabbing the green. How do we science? We have 9, 10. Okay, fair enough. Well, with the green getting all pulled up, let's see what we have for research. Now with the tech tree, okay. This is a decent tech tree. Let's see. Just a bunch of question marks. No problem. Gardening will give us some food. Elevator. Yeah, there you go. The elevator to get the mining. Which gets us stone and metal working. Bridge and a school. Okay, repair. Let's see. Let's go with the warehouse. Just because I want to make sure that we get the ability to store. Because that's always important. Let's build that and let's see. Let's do an elevator. And for now, that'll be where we kind of sit on the research for a second, and we can now look at our warehouse. There's the elevator. There it is. So it needs 3 tools. The warehouse needs 4 tools. How do I make tools? Is that what the repair is? Allows repair of ancient ruined buildings. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. We'll burn out our remaining green sign. Are you walking all the way out here to get the green? You are. Good job, Roger. Roger. All right. Bonus get bonuses and penalties depending on what they're next to. Oh, huts built next to huts accommodate more peeps. So they did only hold 2, but since we put them next to each other, they have more. But a well placed next to a hut will produce water more slowly. Okay. There's specifics. We can see it as it comes through. All right. The good, the bad, the ugly. Now that we have the ability to repair ancient buildings, do I want to repair the generator? Yeah, why not? 2 tools, 2 wood. Let's go ahead and repair that. That'll give us a little bit of pollution, but I believe it unlocks a lot of other things for us, including power. Yeah, there it is. And let's see, while we're sitting here, maybe it might be worth to transmog 1 set tools, so that way we're good to go. Now, what am I in need of? We can always build another hut. Let's build another hut. Let's get some people to move in. We would like... see, now I've already created an issue here. I just demolish this? Oh, I can demolish this. I kind of wish I could have known that. The experience of repairing a destroyed building helps the peeps to unlock the secrets of power technology. Let's go! That means, oh, it burns wood to generate power. What do we need power for, though? Like rudimentary not doing anything, huh? And then this should almost be done. There we go. There she goes. And now we just get 5 more tools. Now, does this give us 5 extra tools, or do we get access to the 5 immediately, and then once this wears out, we don't get 10? Let's see. Go 4 times speed. Contains 5 of 20. So that's just housed in that building if we need it, I guess. Works for me. So while we are kind of demoing, I do want to give a nice little community area. So I'm wondering if we drop right down here and have houses all around. So that means we'll demolish this, and we'll demolish this, and we'll deal with that. All right, we'll speed ahead a little bit and try and get some huts down and see if I can get some more peeps in here. Okay, with that demolished, we can now figure out how we want to do some housing. So do I want to run down and create? I think I do. We'll do a little branch such as do a couple of houses. So I can do, we do house, 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 right? We do these 3. And then we'll demolish the houses over here, move our peeps over to here into this little area / neighborhood. Actually, I'd just go ahead and demolish. Yeah. Demolish the hut. Demolish that hut. Actually, demolish this and demolish this. So for the houses, I actually do want them right next to each other, right? Yeah. So I want here, here. There we go. We'll do that. And then the fields will make more sense if we put them over here away from the pollution. And also, there we go. We can do 2 of them. That gives us a little bit of leeway. And we're kind of just going to move our whole community over to here because that just seems to make sense. I believe we should be able to get away with a... Oh, actually, I'm just seeing all sorts of new stuff we can do right here. Yeah, delete that. Let's get a little crazy. Let's get a little crazy. Let's get rid of this forest. We'll put our field here and a well right here. It'll be, yep, you'll see. It'll be lovely. C2, give me my well. I want to put that right there. That'll give me some love. And then give me that. There we go. This doesn't get kind of any issues. However, it might be worth to move that way out here. Huh? So if we come down, down, and then we put it right here. So yeah, that might be. Let's do our woodcutter's hut. Actually, even better. Slam it in that corner. Take this, demolish that. There we go. All right, so we are able to move all of our peeps in industry away, hopefully, from the pollution. So that way nobody gets kind of upset. Let's see our little... There we go. Now we have 10 peeps. Oh, okay. So build the huts and they will come, huh? What does upgrading do? Ah, okay. Need house technology to perform. More tech. All right. So with our housing and our food established, we'll have to keep an eye on the resources. But in the meantime and in between time, it might be time to settle down one of our storage warehouses. Which might not be a bad idea. Oh, it's a 2-stack building. Okay. Where would we like to hold these? I need to think about getting an elevator up. And if I want to get an elevator up, ooh, mine for stone. 500 stone. That's a lot of stone. I want an elevator to this main structure. And how do I want to do this? We could cut up through this route. Route. What the? How does the elevator? Does it? Oh, it hooks to one or the other. Okay. So maybe with that, we go right here. Hey, look. Another cache. Maybe we put, let's see, right. That might not be a bad idea. Just put it right there. It's close enough to everybody. Yeah. We'll go ahead and throw that right here so we have a direct line. So we need, first thing, a road. All right. Now we can, yeah, there we go. Okay, so we'll connect that up, and that will give us the ability to mine stone and possibly iron down the road from these rusty. It holds 1K iron ore. Oh, that's actually a lot of iron. Okay. This still has, we have 3 of 20. And honestly, it might be worth to make another transmog so we can just get some more tools in the bank. And obviously we have the wood to do it, so makes sense. How we doing on peeps? Everybody's, I don't think happiness comes in for a little bit. Let's see, we have huts built, our own little first community established. The food and the water is good. Yes. Do I not have enough water? Do we need more water? If we need more water, we can make more water. I think this will turn into our little farm region as long as this pollution, we need to be mindful of that. That way we don't cross into this purple. But I believe we can finagle a couple other fields back here. I feel like I need another well. Yeah, we do. We're gonna need another well. That is true. So if I put it here, it should get another bonus, right? Like this should get extra bonuses. Production sped up by 10%. So that's a 20% speed. Okay. That works out. We have the tools that we need. We now have the elevator up. See, we've got housing. We're good. Idle workers. We have 3, so we have the ability. Let's see what we can research. Give me that research. Gardening allows construction of vegetable fields and orchards, which produce vegetables and fruit, which gives them happiness when consumed. Okay. Mining allows construction of quarries, which produce stone. I think we're going to go with this first, as stone is going to be a big pickup. So we'll research some stone and then metalwork. Yeah, let's go ahead and open the metalwork and let that go while we figure out how to do with this stone. There we go. Did you know that on a card for a selected building, you can use the controls near the top to change its priority for getting resources and workers, or pause it entirely? Where that at? Let's see this. I will leave that high priority. Yeah, we always want wood. So I think the high pri is always going to be wood, stone, and whatever building makes these tools. These 3 need to be our highest priority. It seems like you can't do much if you lose these. On the card of a building that requires workers, you can click the little padlock icon underneath the worker slots to lock some of the slots so that fewer peeps work here. Got it. Got it. So we can limit it. We can expand it as need be. I don't think we're going to deal with any of that for now, but I do need to figure out how to get this. Mines stone out of mountains. Okay. Bonus from being next to mountains. 2 nearby mountain production speed sped up by 10% and requires an adjacent mountain. Makes sense. Oh, it also, you currently can't place this mine. Make sure you have a road going up into the, oh my gosh. Okay. So let's plot our path. This way is a good idea because I can put the building right here. Oh, I have hit. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, it makes sense because that's iron. Good job. Good job, dum-dum. All right. So I got to get to stone, and these are the stone. All right. So with that in mind, oh boy. How do we get there? Let's change the plan. Let's go this way because we need to make that bridge across at some point. Let's go up here. Over here. That? I'm just curious if that will let me. It does. All right. So put a stone quarry. Let's put that here. How many idle workers do we have? Got 4. This building will take 1 person. Okay, so then let's do a second stone quarry right here. And then our third one will be right here, but we do not need to plan for that. I think we have way too much, and we will save this one for later. Now, the iron. Ah, there you go. Okay. So we can set that down, but we will wait for right now. We don't need that. but that will be where our iron slot goes. I'm wondering if I need to cross this way for a bridge or if I can go straight across here, because that'd be awesome. So then we can just put a metalwork right there on that tile, and that should deal with our stones. So speed it up. Let this get built. All right, what do we got here? First stone made? Yeah, we did. So this takes 3 workers, can take 3 workers, but it's not necessary. And our pollution stays in this little realm right here. We are going to have to be wary on the backside of this mountain with a highland structure, but ultimately, probably not that big of a deal. Now, with those set, our industries, there's our iron, and that is what makes tools from iron and wood. Okay. So with that, how much wood are we making? We've got 2 workers, no storage space. Ooh, now might be a time to look into warehouses. So we do need 4 tools, which we do not have. This holds 3, but we do have enough wood. Let's fire that up again, because since we have high pry on the woodcutter, they should require the peeps to come back and make this top priority. Perfect. We're grabbing wood. We're moving it. We're getting some tools. We're juicing. Now, let me get back to finding a slot for the warehouses. Where do I want these to be? Honestly, right now, I don't think that's a bad idea. Is there any... There's no downside. It's just a 2-tile... Oh, that's kind of cool. Is that all buildings? Oh, it gives you the profile of the build. See, these are things I did not notice in my last playthrough. I had, no idea. Look, covers 1 tile, can be entered from any direction. Covers 1 tile, can be entered from 1 point only. All right, perfect. Yeah, I never noticed this in the last one. So in the last playthrough, that's good. Picking up on stuff. All right, let's grab our warehouse. I think right here is a good spot for now. Yeah, let's go here. Oh, that'll work. We'll leave that for now. And this warehouse, if I can set a filter, will probably hold wood. Stone, I'm not super worried about right now, as we don't really have a super high demand for it. We're not using it, so I don't necessarily need that. But having a warehouse for wood will be really nice, because it'll allow us to make some tools if we need to transmog them. Let's let them build it up. And here we go. All right, add resource. Let's put wood on the storage list. Yeah, I'll take 120. That works. And from there, we'll probably just leave that as a wood storage. Now, food. Are we good on food? Ooh, we're not that great on food. We could be better. And we also could be better on water, but the water is not the end of the world. We're still good there with an 8 and a 5. Now the potatoes, we are kind of on brand, and there is no storage space because everything is full. So could be worth and will be worth. Does food spoil in this game? I don't see any sign that it does. So actually, we can slate in another for food. That'll work. We'll delete this preemptively, getting ready for our next warehouse as well as this one. And we will we'll have some storage, which will be nice to have near the, I guess, starting shelter. It'll be nice to have. There's 40 people in here? Oh, wait. Everybody's full up, which means it might be time for another home. Before we go with another house, we have our 2 wells, which are giving us the water. We have our field, which is doing all right. It doesn't need the super highest priority. The well just kind of does its own thing, right? I don't have to do anything. Let's do this. Let's get food in here, and let's get some drink in here. It'll be good to have. We'll have 60 and 60 of each. Not a problem, not a problem. Call this the food stores. And we'll just call this the lumber yard. Lumber warehouse. Is that how you spell warehouse? Yeah, that is how you spell warehouse. Oh my gosh. And we are completely out of tools, so we will go ahead and transmog again. But we are going to need to get a iron mine set up relatively soon. The stone, fine. We don't need really more of that. Again, not using it as of right now. However, do need to get some more people in here. So, here's what I'm thinking, Mandy Patinkin. Let's go back into the library and let's unlock vegetable gardening. I think that'll be nice to have a couple variety around the homes. And oh, does this? We'll finish out all the green. Okay. We'll get through the green science today. I'm okay with that. And I want to put a carrot field here. Right? Yeah, gardening complete. Awesome. So we want... whoa. Okay. Vegetables, tea fields, and forests. Wait. I can just plant a forest? Okay. But I need 20 fruit to plant. And I'm currently not growing fruit because this island lacks the fertility needed for this field. Okay. Fair. So that is where trade comes in. Easy enough. Peeps' happiness can be affected by their environment. Larger buildings project gloom around them that makes peeps walking nearby unhappy, but peeps walking near unpolluted empty spaces or forests will get a wilderness bonus to their happiness. Sure. Okay, so have forests, less fields. Can do. So I want corridors or alleyways of trees and other objects that will make them happy as they traverse to their gloomy wherever they need to go. In the meantime, let's slap down a vegetable field. Kind of want to put that right here. And then we will make another hut because we do need to pull some more peeps out of the shelter. We'll throw that there. So that will give us the continuation bonus. And I think I might just keep peppering houses down along the coast as long as I can. That actually might not be a bad idea. Or what I could do is make this a little community, and then we'll set up another little community outward. But for now, what are we waiting on? What are we looking at? What are we cooking on? We don't have enough peeps, so we need to get some people out. And that is pretty much where we're at right now. First veggie made. Let's go, baby. I will not be storing the vegetables for now. They can stay where they need to. We have plenty of wood, so let's get some more tools going and transmog those and let those run. And while we are sitting up here, let's look at figuring out what our iron needs to produce. So, out of the tools, I do need to get a iron mine, which will give us a little pollution. So I want to be cognizant of where I put this. And this right here is not a bad idea. The pollution will spread to the rocks and to that one tile. But other than that, everything else should be okay. So we'll get that up and running. And that will allow us to pull out iron. Now, for the remainder of the production line, what do we need? We need to be able to smelt it. And it does better if it's near a warehouse and being near a power generator. Okay. What about the toolsmith? Again, the same. It is good when it's near a warehouse and near iron smelters. So that's the... what was that? That is the smelter. And this is the toolsmith. The toolsmith has a big old pollution radius. We're full up again already? My goodness. Do another 2 houses. Why not? Ooh, actually, before I go gung-ho and build the houses, do we have the supply and the demand for it? Supply 5, demand 2. Supply 6, demand 5. That's close. 3 and 3. But we are stockpiling, which is good. Which means we have more than we need. All right. That's not bad. Okay. So how are we looking down here? See, I want this pollution to affect the backside or nothing at all. And right now... oh, that's right. I was going to save that for the stone. How much does it take if it's right here? It's pretty much just on the... I want to try to keep it all on the rock if possible. And that is forcing me to put this right here. So that's where it's going to go. And we're going to go ahead and audible from putting the stone quarry here. And we're going to just go ahead and put the iron smelter We can actually, is it worth to put up a quarry now just so that I don't forget this in the future? Maybe we can always plant it and then I can lock it entirely. Perfect. Wait, no, I want it to be built. Yeah, I want it to be built and then we'll pause it. That'll work. Just lock that one. And then once this is done, we'll lock this one and we'll be good to go. And there we have it. All right, we got our quarry. Let's lock this so that way nobody goes to this one. And this one should be locked as well. This one is locked and it needs upgrade. This is fine. We don't need it to do much, but we are going to need to start looking at warehouses, which now I need to be cognizant of where we are putting some things. For instance, a wood burning generator, which I would love to put it right here. I don't know if that necessarily matters, but I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get storage, right? Because these warehouses are the 2-tile. I guess we could do that and just have metal and whatnot up here. So we can throw that up here. We can throw a power gen up here. And we can throw a toolsmith up here. Actually, demolish this. Yes. The only reason I want to swap those two building positions. I think that was a better. So we'll build the iron smelter over here because that will get the. I keep hitting that button. I don't know why I keep hitting that button. Smelter, toolsmith, that's fine. Which gets a bonus being near a smelter and this, and then this will be okay because I can't really like. Oh, I guess I have like kind of just closed myself in here without even realizing it. All right, fair enough. Get the wood burning generator. Let's put that bad boy over here. And let's look at getting some more things. So here we need to put iron and tools. Those are the two things that we need to keep here. Not going to keep iron ore. That's fine. Stone is still not being held, which I am also okay with. This holds wood. This holds food and water. So I think I want to put water in this one. Put water over here, and then over here we will actually do that, but I want to remove the water. So now it's a food stores. This is lumber and water, and we will need another one. And this is how this game gets out of hand. But no worries, no worries. Now that you've constructed a toolsmith, your demand for wood is going to increase. It might be a good idea to construct another woodcutter hut to help. Will do. I can do that. Question is where do we want to put it? Is there warrant to putting one on this side? Does it really matter? I don't think so. I don't think this gets penalized by literally anything. It just 3 nearby storage equals +4 wood. Okay. So right here. Let's demolish this. And demolish this. We'll run the road right here and here and put our woodcutter hut right there. Booyah. That means we get our road. We can go up 1, up 2. Grab our woodcutter hut and we will throw that right here. And it should get full bonus because it is nearby 3 forests. Same with this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, almost perfect, nestled here in this rock, right on the edge of the pollution. So it should be okay. Should being the key word there. So we'll throw in a little extra wood cutting because we have toolsmith. That's good. Over here, this still needs some tools. We have the wood. Let's transmog so we can get another set and finish off our warehouse. And I'm quickly seeing how this gets out of hand fast. Since we already have 1, 2, 3, I can delete this forest, which will be okay for now, but we do need to think about not doing that in the future. And in the meantime, provide, let's see, we can get away with a couple of huts. Let's go with, I want you two to face the same entry point. And for every 2 houses, we need a field. So we have 2, 1 field, 2, 1 field, 2, 1 field. Good to go. But let's see where we at. There we go. We have our next warehouse down. This is holding iron and tools. This holds wood and water. This holds food and food. Actually, potatoes and veggies. This needs to hold stone. I don't necessarily want to hold a surplus of stone, but I can hold. Let's do stone and tools. Up here, we will take the tools out and we will do raw iron. So we'll do raw iron and iron ore. Easy. Just call this the iron house. Da-da-da! Perfect. Throw that in there, and then this can be the stone tools. I don't know if that matters later on, but having everything kind of just labeled will help. Food stores, lumber, stone tools, and warehouse, iron house. Perfect, perfect, perfect. What is this? They getting busy? Oh, they're playing music because they're getting busy. All right, I think we've done a pretty good job for the first kind of. Let's take a quick overview of what we've done. Let's see. We've got, first off, we made landfall from underground, so that's a win. We've got a nice little community set up. Just lively with some good, hard-working peeps getting ready to re-establish planetary dominance. Got a couple of warehouses set up for all of our stores. We were able to get into the highlands and go ahead and grab our stone and metal. So we, for the most part, have all of our basic needs automated. We have wood cutting with 2 wood cutting huts, getting their max bonus, I believe. I wish there was a way to see like what bonus they're getting. Oh, there you go. 3 nearby. Perfect. Ask and ye shall receive. So we're getting extra wood storage. I think I want to try to go through and get as many bonuses as we can. So what's this one's bonus? Well, this can house an extra 2 people. Oh, it really does pay to just kind of put everybody in a line. So I think next time I will go ahead and we'll kind of keep rolling in a row because it seems like we can get a lot of people in one area. And who knows, we might need a redesign in the future. Ooh, let's see. What are the final greens that we need? We need bridge. Let's do that. And a school. Allows construction of schools. Islands with empty accommodation in schools will create children who grow into peeps. Oh, so this is how we get more population out of our starting. We only have 30 left in the shelter. So once we kind of exhaust these 30, there's no more peeps. So we'll need to prioritize school. So we'll go ahead and get that unlocked. So that way we can mess with that next time. But before we head off, what is this bridge? I wanted to see how this gets laid because I would like to. Cannot grow over occupied. So we need to get rid of this forest, but then I should be able to have a bridge that comes over and acts as a road, which would give us the ability to get to this iron a little bit later on. However, we do not have a high requirement for iron as it stands right now, so I'm not super worried about it. Lastly, that's it. That's all that the green will buy. Why does it get so big? And why does it do that? Does this all open up? Oh my. Okay, if that's the case, we got a long playthrough ahead. Anyway, I think it's a pretty good spot for today and the first little reintroduction to Before We Leave. But before we leave, I just want to say thank you for watching. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.